So Adam and Eve didn't know right from wrong, and their descent wasn't a punishment. They say it was a punishment, but it wasn't. It was a tool to teach them right from wrong. You see, we would only have known good. Everything that's good and peaceful and lovely. But that's all we would know. We wouldn't know the contrast. And the contrast being the snake, the contrast of good and evil, it allows you to be able to learn certain lessons. So being thankful for, yes, the great times in life, but also being very thankful for the bullshit, because it is able to teach us good versus evil, right versus wrong. So ultimately, God wasn't punishing Adam and Eve. She was teaching Adam and Eve, like a good parent would, the difference between the two extremes, and then allowing the heart and the will of the actual person, with love, freedom, to make the choice. Well, what do you prefer? You know, and most people say, oh, it's common sense. I prefer, the good and the goodness of God. But if you prefer the goodness of God, it's going to start showing up in our lives. And how it's going to do that is because we're going to have gone through enough bullshit, enough hell, enough contrast to be able to be like, oh, that's not good. That's not God's highest perfect will for my life. Let me choose to get on the right track to bring in the manifestations of Eden back. Like, God truly loves us, because if God didn't, God wouldn't give us a choice. God would be like, I'm just going to let them know good. Now, if you're a parent in this lifetime, if you know anything about being a parent, you want to keep your child sheltered. You do want to keep them protected, but you can only do that to a certain point, because you ain't trying to lie to your children. You're trying to prepare your children. So it's like God trying to prepare our souls and teach our souls to be like, hey, there's a heaven, there's a hell. Which one you like? And some people like hellish ways, because it becomes a pattern. And then people are stuck in patterns of hell. Like, me personally, I believe it's hell and heaven is a place here on earth, but it's also a spiritual place as well. That's my opinion, but to each their own. But once you've lived in hell for long enough, you're going to be like, most people, they're either going to say, I don't like it here. I don't belong here. And they restore Eden in their life. They make amends with Prime Creator, with a loving and willful heart. Or they say, oh, we like this shit, and they work for the dark side, and they still fulfill their purpose too. Praise to Source Creator. Thank you so much, God, for teaching us through generations, through the ages, from our ancestors. And I give thanks to Source Creator for being patient and being able to teach us, giving us the freedom to choose love or to choose, the dark. And either way, like I said, a person's soul is going to fulfill its destiny. Okay, I'm getting Darth Vader vibes, but it's just like, if you're Darth Vader, you're fucking Darth Vader. But we're both, guys. We're both light and dark. That's the whole point. God's trying to teach us about ourselves. Because even if you're always thinking light, you can hate yourself. You could be like, you know what, God created us, and you know, I'm not perfect, and that's the whole point. None of us are perfect, but we are in a constant state of evolution and perfection. And God is patient with us the entire way, teaching us as a good parent should.